Because you don't want to just smash it either. Because
like the fly is like all around. It's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. Yep.
Yeah. Yes, it's
Hello,
annoying.
everyone. Hello, everyone. This is Mayhem's Amigos. I'm TJ, and there's Irene, and Adam is in the hospital with a dirty tooth.
Only brushing teeth you want to keep. I'm just kidding.
I don't know where Chris is at or Rage, but hey, we're here, and been kind of as I was telling Irene, it's been kind of an eventful week on this front. Actually been a very eventful week on this front. With my grandfather passing, and then my friend Kenny has actually passed Friday morning. And that did a pretty good number with both of them in 1 week on me mentally. And probably, I took the time off from work for my grandpa. I took a few days off, and I took the break. I took the break. I got away from everything for a little bit. And, because, of course, family is always first in my eyes, always has been.
Right.
But I took that moment and I got away from everything and just tried to. I was right there on the verge of like, okay, I'm ready to tackle anything.
Yeah.
And then Friday morning, we got told about Kenny. And we'd seen. I'm thankful we got to see Kenny Thursday night.
Yeah.
But he was unresponsive. I mean, when we walked up into the room, I was like, this is deja vu from 4 days ago. I mean, I was just thrown right back into it.
Right.
Two people I thought the world of, I admired, I respected,
You loved.
Yeah, I loved them. These are two people that I looked up to for multiple different reasons. And in the same week, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
And the hits keep coming. You're sitting there like,
I feel like they come in threes. Like, I swear this is a thing. Not to rain on your
I'm not ready for a third one just yet. But I mean, we lost my friend Phil earlier this year. And Phil was my neighbor. I complained about Phil, but Phil had this giant heart. He really did. He had this great big heart.
You can love someone and be annoyed at them at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, he could drive me. He could drive me batty, but oh god, Fat 420. Fat 420 said he got a notification for a show, and then he saw Irene, and now he's got to go service himself.
Love you, P420.
But when it all kind of lines up, we lost Phil. And we lost Phil to cancer. And I mean, this year has been just this emotional knockdown fest all year.
It has been a rough year. It's been a rough year for me too, like going through all this shit. But yours is like losing things, which is really bad.
But I've been watching you, and it's like, God, Irene's going through the mill, and Rage with what he's got, and
your guys' stuff is much more serious, I think.
And then Marvin, and I mean, my grandpa, when they left in June, I mean, he wasn't doing great, but he was still up and around, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was still, moving. Yeah, he was still doing different stuff. When they got back from the reunion in July, he was still up and moving or trying to for about a week. And that was the last week that Riley was down here, and I took Riley back. And when I took Riley back, it was like, whew.
Maybe he was holding out to see Riley again.
Well, I mean, I've had to call Riley twice because Riley and Kenny were really close. And to give you kind of a history, in 1979, Kenny was into the professional bull riding circuit.
Oh, okay. The rodeo?
Yep. And he rode in the Austin Rodeo in Belleville, Texas, and he won in 1979 for bull riding. Well,
nice.
Kenny thought so much of Riley that belt buckle is with Riley.
Oh, wow. That's something good. That's awesome.
That's normally something that goes to somebody's kids, and but Kenny thought so much of him that he gave Riley that belt buckle, and I'm like, I was shocked that he got that, and I told Riley, I said, you better guard that, especially now, and remember who you got it from, because not when he's got, most bull riders, when they got kids, if they've got buckles, they go to some, one of the kids.
Yeah.
And this went to Riley instead of Kenny's son.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you better guard that. And Kenny said, Junior said the same thing. He's like, yeah, you tell him to guard that because, that's one of his family heirlooms. And we want to make sure, we want to make sure it's protected. So, Riley understands. He's a little upset because he was supposed to fly down. I was getting everything set up for him to fly down next week to be able to go hunting with Kenny.
Right.
And
what season is it?
No, it's deer season.
Okay.
And unfortunately, now that's just not going to happen.
That sucks.
So, I mean, I would have loved to have made sure Riley got to come here and do that, but that opportunity now, maybe in a year or two, maybe.
Sorry, I don't know if it's me.
Maybe I could set it up with Junior.
Sorry. Oh no, it's me, guys. I'm sure TJ will be back. Let's see. Oh yeah, glitching. That's funny. Glitching. I wonder what glitching would mean. But it really is hard to lose people. It just sucks. Like if you've ever lost someone or like something that you've loved completely, like human beings, it is very hard. Like I lost my best friend, I lost my mom. There's people I lost when I was younger. I used to have nightmares. After people would pass away, I'd have like a nightmare of their funeral. The boobs. They're underneath this Shire shirt. Aw. It's TJ. TJ lost a friend and his grandfather. So I'll send those condolences his way. I love you, Tom. Tell everyone hello and welcome. All that jazz. Hopefully he's coming back. Let me see if he said anything on over here. Oh shit. La da 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 da. So this is what we're going. We're going to talk about mints now. I have two different kinds of these Lifesaver mints. I love the Naughty Best. No, naughty. And I don't know if you guys can see, but my eyes, one is green and one is blue. Just in case you were wondering. Green. No, that one's blue. That one's green.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I apologize. The main broadcast computer is going haywire on me, so I've got to reboot it now.
Oh my, oh my.
Yeah, here we go.
I knew you'd be back.
It's been that day today, I'll tell you. So let me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's acting up here, so.
This is what you gotta do.
Like I'm just now getting all of the. I'm just now getting all of the chat room.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in Rob's stream sends their best, and I'm sure the Trash Panda misses me too, huh? But yeah, I have got everything just going crazy right now. I don't know what's going on with these computers today or what. Yeah, it's pretty much that's it, Tom. I've got the Ray Lytle angle right now because the computer decided. I don't know what's going on with this computer or why. I'm gonna have to try to exit the internet page and try to get everything to restart. But that computer literally gets turned on only for the show.
Yeah. It really likes the show a lot, doesn't it?
Usually I don't have a problem with it, but
you get so turned on.
That's the only time this computer gets turned on, and it's like, and it didn't give me that big of a fit here the other day.
Oh.
Let me see where I'm at with it here.
Maybe it's being too easy sleazy.
I think maybe it's just being a real pain. I think this computer is on its period. That's what I think.
It probably is. But
yeah, this computer that's it.
Today is National Unfriend Day, National Hiking Day, and National Adoption Day.
National Unfriend Day.
Yep. So who are you unfriending today, TJ?
I wonder how that works.
I don't know. I would feel guilty doing that, I feel like. Like, I don't think I could do that. Especially not on the day that is for unfriending. Like, it'd be like, hi, I unfriended you just to unfriend you because...
Right. Like, what am I going to do? Just, hi, I want to add you just so I can take you right back off the list.
Right. I do that, though, like when I'm, what's the word?
Like a purging?
Like a passive-aggressive move when I'm angry at someone. I will delete them and try to delete all their messages and stuff. I'm like, nope, I don't want you in my life. Everything you say to me is garbage. But then I went like, I'm sorry. Can I have those messages back?
Right, yeah.
Back. I'm like,
no, that I don't get it. It's like, yeah. I don't think I've ever unfriended anyone unless I had a really good reason to do so. Now, I've been unfriended like 100,000 times, and just from people being assholes. But I don't think I have ever personally unfriended anyone without a very good reason. And then if I've got that reason, I'm just going straight to block.
Yeah. Back up, buddy.
Because that's like, why waste my time? Yeah, Steve says he's never unfriended anyone, but Steve has also wound up with like 18 different accounts.
Yeah.
When I've got to send a message to Steve, I don't know which Steve Stanton to send it to.
I know. I'm like, is this the real one or is this a fake one? Is this one of his girlfriends who have like cracked into his Facebook so they can send themselves gifts?
Yeah, is this the girlfriend that's trying to get into his checking account? I mean,
yeah.
God, I hope that's not the case for Steve.
You unfriended TJ once? How rude.
Yeah, he might have done it to me once. I think I made him mad.
Oh.
Which I've been known to do is make some people mad. It happens.
I make people mad.
Sometimes it's actually rather entertaining when I do make people mad. Okay, maybe this thing is going to stop acting up now. God, I hope so. I like actually using my equipment when I'm doing the show, you know? Okay, let's see what she's going to do.
Oh, the computer.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, come on, computer.
I thought you were talking about me, and I'm like, I'm just copying the YouTube link, yo. Nothing.
You're just making sure the link is getting out there. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, I'm happy for that. But yeah, that's yeah, I don't think I've ever really unfriended anybody. I mean, I have definitely been like, here's the block button.
Right.
But even then, it takes a lot for me to get to that point where I'm like, you're blocked. I'm done with your crap.
It would take a lot for me too. I'm very forgiving. Like, I like to make people happy. So I try to find ways to do that.
Let's see here. I'm hoping this works. I'm waiting on everything to kind of catch itself back up on this. Like I still hadn't even turned the microphone back on.
Sorry, my nose is running.
Oh, I guess Tom sent your naughty best to everyone. And so I don't think I've watched this show. So the one that Tom is moderating right now. So
it's a good one. It's about physical media.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that. So, and they go into detail about like the different movies that they got and how much they love them, and usually sex is mentioned.
Well, sex is kind of important for physical media. Steve says after he has a meltdown, he seems to unfriend people. I've been caught in a meltdown to unfriend. I do remember that. And then it was like a day later, I was re-added. I'm like, okay, all right, let's see if this works. Oh, dude, now it's changing all my settings.
Why?
Oh, because it does.
Your friend Kenny, was he a prankster?
Huh?
Your friend Kenny, was he a prankster?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bear with me a second here. Let's try this. All right. So how's that working? Is that working better? Is that working better?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we got no glitchy. That's all back. I can
no glitchy or what
no
is
glitchy stuff. I can remove this.
Oh yeah.
Corey says that he used to work for a physical media company that's now bankrupt. Were you? I'm kind of curious about this now, Corey. Were you a cameraman for a porn company or something? I mean,
ooh, that kind of physical media. Let's get
that's physical media there. Just a little out. Okay, Steve. That's probably a microphone adjustment more than anything else. But let's check my settings here because I don't want to do too much from like. I don't want to do too much from like the board. I've got it pretty well set where I want it at. I don't want to mess with that. Oh no, Corey says no. He was not he was not a cameraman for a porn. Damn.
I just cannot believe this. I really thought you were into porn. Corey.
Well, if I could ever make a whole lot of money. Oh, as in DVD rentals. Okay. If I could ever make a whole lot of money, I would like to purchase a company or build a company and set it up for porn, and then I would make Irene the producer.
Oh, I would make the best stuff ever.
Like she's going to come in and tell everybody how to do it right.
No, you don't got enough in it.
Yeah, see, there you go. Like
I didn't believe that first.
Irene's going to come in there and be like, look, this is supposed to be a lesbian pile drive with a strap on. You really got to show it.
Yeah.
That
angles.
Right.
Show me the angles.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make Irene like a producer director and have her just run the whole thing. I'll handle the money, make sure everybody gets paid, and then Irene's going to handle the product.
Yeah, I'm gonna record it with my phone and do it like.
No, you're going to get like professional cameras. We'll make Steve a cameraman.
Yeah. Well, we could do it like found footage, like at the Blair Witch and stuff. We just happened upon to found this porno footage that is real life, and
oh my god,
is this real or is it fake?
Oh no, I got a great idea. Could you imagine Steve as a porn actor?
Yes.
That would be.
I most definitely could. It's called horror porn.
Horror porn?
Yeah, Steve is the scary monster thing.
Okay.
He looks friendly at first, but then he turns into a monster and roars and claws at them, and he kills them with his extra tiny carrot dick. And then moves on to the next one. And he just
Why do I feel like I'm going to hell for opening that can of worms?
I'm the one who filled it.
Oh man. So so Corey says he used to do the Redbox thing.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought he was talking about.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what you guys are meaning by like physical media.
Yeah, like you can actually hold it and touch it. I think that's the thing is that because if you have a digital copy of something, there are sometimes that they can take that away because of like fine print or whatever, or like licenses run out, and so you do have a chance to lose your media if you don't.
So like different stuff that I bought and paid for.
Correct. Like you can lose that, which sounds terrifying because I do a lot of digital stuff.
Right.
A lot of digital stuff. So I get that, but I also don't want like a lot of I just read Steve's comment.
Oh, good Lord, Steve. He said he would love to star in horror porn with lots of rape and sex.
Yeah. Bring on that.
You know, at first I thought it said rope and sex. I'm like,
take it away. Say what?
At first I thought it said rope and sex, and I'm like, I'm not really like I don't know. Call me vanilla, but like I'm not really into like getting the tied up and the bondage stuff and all of that. I'm not into it. I really do. I find it disturbing. And I'm like, I just no, not at all. Just not my thing, right?
Sure. Okay.
Now, I don't want anybody thinking about trying to rape me.
Mom, can you say
but you know what I'm saying is it's like it's not really my thing. I'm not a big I'm not a big like into any of that stuff. It's kind of creepy, to be honest.
I like it. There's something about someone wanting you enough to hold you down. There is a little bit of like, maybe I'm messed up for feeling that way though. I could be totally broken, and that's why I'm saying that. Like, you might have crashed again, I think. Oh wait, are we coming back?
It's not the boy one. It can sound the boy one spell.
We'll see. Woo! My gosh. TJ's gone again. Or it's me that's gone, I'm not sure. Nope, it was TJ. Definitely TJ. I like to be held down sometimes, but not like it depends on my mood too, because there are sometimes when that will happen. I'll have like PTSD of stuff from like my childhood, but then there's times when like I'm totally in that mood, and choke me a little, pull my hair a little, like, but don't actually like hurt me. Just, go a little crazy. That makes sense. Hey, Brandon.
Mom. Love you.
We're waiting for TJ to come back. I love you too. Go in the other room. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Just remember, today is National Unfriend Day. National, what was it? Hold on. Hiking Day and National Adoption Day. So, it's not a gummy. It's the mints. These lifesaver mints. They're like addicting. And I got things in my mouth because I'm orally fixated. That's why I used to have my tongue pierced. So that's what it is. It's mints. And they're like in the side of my gums there. Yeah. Mint. Here, have one. One for everyone. You get a mint. You get a mint. Take a fucking mint. Woo, mints! Okay. Now that I've made a mess. Let's see how long it takes TJ to get back. Or how much his friend Kenny is messing with him by touching all his ghostly parts. I just hit your eye. Good. No, I'm just kidding. You gotta sometimes wear goggles here because you never know what's gonna fly at you. You just never know. Lots of information might fly at you. Peppermints might fly at you. My boobs might fly at you. You just never know. You never know. You like mints? Good. Yeah, I have like huge bags of them. Mostly because we use them in the PHP and the IOP place, like when we're doing the group therapy and like that kind of stuff. And what Corey said, yes. Even though you can buy a movie and it has a digital copy, you don't really own the digital. So there's that. So that could be pulled away if they like lost licenses and all that. Welcome back.
Yeah, I hope welcome back. Let's see if this thing will actually load me in.
Fingers crossed.
I'm not. There we go. Now everything looks okay.
Okay.
I
just said it was Kenny fucking with your shit again.
I don't know what it is. I think it's, it could be anything. But while I was trying to sort this all out, I ended up getting a call from my mom, which was an update on my dad. So that it kind of worked out at the right time.
Right.
Steve wants to know if you've got a gummy in your mouth.
Oh, I told him not. It's a mint.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, he says he likes mints. So, and then
sure a mint.
Back to the digital copy. Back to the digital and physical media thing here. Corey says that Redbox did that with a work around the Disney contract. They would go to buy movies locally, and then they would sell the digital copies, and then Disney sued them, and they had to stop. Dude, this sucks. See, like the Redbox thing, I never understood.
I was never really into Redbox. I had Netflix when it was like a disc thing, and that was enough.
I remember that. My God, that goes back a few years. Just a couple. Like, hey, I've got
almost 2 decades.
I've got to send these 10 back so I could get 10 more part of my membership.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, just a couple years ago.
Blockbuster. Going down and picking out a movie together with your friends.
Oh yeah, Blockbuster was wild.
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm gone? Am I gone again?
TJ?
No, thanks a lot, Irene.
TJ, are you here? Love you.
I was like, oh God, don't tell me this thing's already active. I shut the other computer off. I've got the TV off now. I'm like, everything goes off. I think what's going on is because the time of day, like my upload speed is getting inhibited because of so many people that are on right now.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people.
Well, yeah, and I mean, this is around this area. It's especially bad during football season. Like during football season, my internet runs off of Verizon Wireless. So during football season, on a Sunday, this thing in the evening it does a little better, but like in the afternoon during the main part of the football games, I've got to fight it.
Who's playing right now?
I have not even looked, and I'm not going to try. I finally got this thing working. I'll use my phone to see if I can look it up because it's on a different network. My phone's on AT&T. We'll try that.
The Raiders and the Dolphins.
The Raiders.
Which I'm a Raiders fan, so.
Well, the Browns and the Aints. It looks like the Browns are getting taken to the Super Bowl again. Colts and Jets, and oh my God, the Jets are just dominating.
Mom.
Holy crap! There is good news. There is good news. Bears, Packers, and the Bears are up 19-14. God willing, the Bears will win that.
Can you say Carolina?
And then you got the Steelers and the Ravens. Of course, later on tonight, you have the Seahawks, the 49ers, Broncos, and the Falcons, Chiefs and the Bills, the Bungles and the Chargers. And tomorrow is a game that I just don't know how to call this one, but it's Texans versus Cowboys. Of course, I'm going to be rooting for Houston. I cannot, in good conscience, root for Dallas.
Did you say Texas versus Dallas?
Houston Texans versus the Dallas Cowgirls.
Who are the Houston? So they're called the Texans.
Yes, they are called the Texans.
And then there's the Tennessee Titans.
Yep. Yep, that's it. The Tennessee Titans. But no, Bears beating the Packers. Oh, I hope that happens. I hope that happens.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
It probably won't. They've got 10 minutes left in the game, and the Bears are good at fucking up and choking. So I'm not going to get my... No, Bears are up 19-14.
Okay.
The Colts started Richardson over Flacco? You're kidding.
Flacco.
And of course, Steve's sitting here saying, "Go Bears."
Yeah.
Dude, I hope you're right. I hope the Bears win that one. I've got a friend of mine here that she's one of my bar buddies. That she's a huge Packer fan. So I would love to walk in and see her at the bar and go, "Hey, V, go Bears!" Just get her going, man.
Right.
But man, I would love to see the Bears pull it out, but I'm just like, I'm so used to
pull it out.
Well, speaking, I'm going to get into that.
Sorry,
we're actually going to discuss something along that lines. But
okay, cool.
I'd love to see the Bears actually win it, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not. They're so good at choking in like the last 5 minutes. I'm not getting my hopes up. The Bears have not done anything to make me happy since 2005, 2006. And they really have not made me happy since like 1984, 85.
Yeah. What year were the Raiders in the Super Bowl? I know I was in high school because it was against Tampa. Was it 2005?
No,
2004 maybe?
Might have been 2004. I know 2006 was Bears and Colts.
No.
That was the 2005 season.
I'm trying to think. I just don't remember what year it was, but
I kind of wish we had Marvin here. He would remember.
Yeah. Oh my.
Emma says that they're in Indianapolis, or they're in Indiana right now, and they're watching the Colts Jets game.
Nice.
But no, so my cousin back here on Halloween weekend just became a grandpa again.
Aw. Wait. Okay.
So we were talking about it, and he goes, man, that week proved that my son has the shittiest pullout game on the planet.
Right?
And I'm like, well, what do you mean? What are you talking about? That he's got the most. He goes, dude, he left a frozen pizza in the oven so long that it turned into a hockey puck. Hey, yep, that sucked. He didn't pull that one out. He goes, then he put a beer in the freezer and literally froze it to the point that he could not peel the top open.
Right.
I mean, it was beers. It was a beer cube.
Oh no.
Or a beersicle. I'm like, wow.
Mm.
Well, okay, he didn't get that one done. He goes, then he gets his girlfriend knocked up. Huh?
Does beer freeze, or is it just the bottle?
Yeah, beer can freeze. Okay. He goes, then he gets his girlfriend knocked up. So those 3 instances prove he has the world's worst pullout game on the planet.
Or not out because he's not pulling out. So maybe he's in. 3 strikes, he's in.
Brand on Cottom says that you must be munching on that mint. So you've been mint's your new vice now?
Yeah, pretty much. They're probably the healthiest thing, and it's better than potato chips. Come on. These are way less fattening, and they make my breath smell better. I'll always have a fresh kiss.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let me rewind a minute. Did you say they make your breath smell better or your breasts smell better?
I said breath, but if I drop it down my bra, it'll probably make them smell better too. But I usually just use deodorant, you know.
I'm afraid I know a few people that would try to chase that mint down your bra.
Yeah, there's a few.
I think there might even be a couple of them in the chat room.
Maybe.
And they may not all be male.
Maybe. No,
to be perfectly honest.
I went like this. When you said not male, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, but no, it's just like, so yeah, back to kind of my point before the computer decided to be an asshole. Like, it has been a little bit of a difficult time, but we're trudging through. My uncle and I are starting to get a lot of the work done. Good God, Steve.
Go get that Delandra. She might love that stuffing.
Steve says he's got a little smoky.
I bet Delandra loves little smokies. I like mine in barbecue sauce and Dr. Pepper, Or was it
barbecue sauce and Dr. Pepper?
I'll say that's it. Like, and grape jelly. Barbecue sauce and grape jelly.
See, I've seen the barbecue sauce and grape jelly to kind of balance it out, but
when they mix it together.
Yeah. Never the barbecue sauce and Dr. Pepper.
There's one with Dr. Pepper. I think it's for when you're barbecuing, though, like actually doing like
right.
Ribs or
you're
something.
Like glazing it on, yeah.
I think that helps.
Now here's one. Of course, obviously we're in the middle of November now. What's around the corner?
I wonder if Taylor Swift would know. Go back to December, turn around and make you all mine. Sorry.
Of course, Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
Yep.
Which means a lot of work for most people.
Yeah.
Now, if I can't smoke the turkey, I can't fry the turkey, I will bake a turkey. But one of the things I do that's a little different, number one, I do not put the stuffing in the turkey. Because all that bread and everything that's up that turkey's butt pulls that moisture out of the turkey and absorbs into the stuffing, and then you've lost. You got a dry bird.
Nobody likes that dry bird.
Nobody wants dry anything they're going to put in their mouth.
You know what scene I was thinking of?
Yeah. It's kind of why I went there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Steve's right. Stuffing should be in a separate pan.
Yeah.
What I tend to do is I will do either apples or I'll do oranges. And that's what goes into the cavity of my turkey.
Oh, yeah. I've seen people shove, like, carrots and celery and onions, like they would do, like, on the bottom of a pan, and they've shoved them inside before.
But
Like,
what I do instead is I put either the apples or the oranges or both. I may do a mixture of both sometimes. And I put those inside the turkey.
That sounds yummy.
And then when I put the turkey in the pan,
I want an apple turkey.
I don't use
Sorry.
Oh, it's good. I mean, that apple cooks into the whole thing.
Thinking about it, it just sounds delicious.
But I don't use water.
Oh, water, right. Do people use water?
I use Diet Pepsi.
Oh, you do the soda.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've heard of them putting, like, cans inside the birds, but I'm not. What are beer cans?
No, I'm basting it with it. Now, here's the thing with it is I don't have to baste it every like 10 or 15 minutes like you normally do.
Right.
About every half hour.
That's not bad.
So, like, I can actually walk away and watch a TV show and then come back and baste the turkey and then go back to what I was doing, right?
Right.
I've got time to do other stuff. Now, you know, of course, one of my favorite things at Thanksgiving, green bean casserole. I love a good green bean casserole.
I love making green bean casserole. I like to get the fresh green beans and, like, snip the ends and break them like, in half and, like,
start snapping them.
Steam them, and then, you know, I do use canned cream of mushroom and cream of chicken.
Right.
I do use
my preference, Steve asked cornbread or oyster stuffing, and my preference is the oyster stuffing, honestly.
I don't think I've ever had oyster stuffing, but I like cornbread stuffing with, like, sausage. Like, it's a sage sausage, cranberries, and sometimes apples.
She wants the Polish sausage.
Mm-hmm. Give it to me hard, baby.
But, well, you've already got it. Talk to Brad.
I want it hard, baby.
See, I saw that shiver. But no, you know, like I said, I kind of prefer the oyster stuffing. I enjoy that one a little bit more. It's just a different flavor, but it's really good.
I've heard of them, like, chopping up the giblets and stuff and putting that. The Vienna sausage.
Oh, God, Steve.
Vienna can keep all their sausages. I'm thinking the Polish kind.
Yeah, see, you'd rather have the kielbasa, not the Vienna, huh?
Yeah.
Well, tough luck.
Aw.
But no, Super Bowl is Little Smokies. It's finger foods, meatballs, you know. I start cooking at Super Bowl. It's just like, what convenience or what did I get into? Because I'm making whatever. The Swedish meatballs, you know, of course, Little Smoky. I've got like 3 pounds of Little Smokies in the crock pot going at Super Bowl.
Nice.
You know, stuff on the grill, you know, burgers, dogs. I do a version of a homemade queso.
What do you mean a version of homemade queso?
I had shredded brisket.
Oh, okay. Well, brisket is good. We love brisket.
I had shredded brisket, onion, pico de gallo, a little bit of sage and parsley, and then I chunk Velveeta cheese all over it and then cook it.
That sounds yummy.
And I mean, yeah, I enjoy it. I've never had a complaint about it. So, and if I want a little bit of a zip, I'll put in about 4 fresh jalapenos.
Seeds?
Seeds and all. No deveining if I'm doing it in queso.
Yeah. It's a Texas way.
That's right.
Gotta have the damn peppers.
Of course, I got a big old pot of beans going.
Oh, I love beans.
Gotta have a pot of beans.
See, beans.
And I mean, it's just like stuff we can grab and chew and eat and have a good time and watch the game. And that's the Super Bowl thing. Christmas, as everybody knows, I'm not big into the holidays. It's like,
or your birthday or anything.
Yeah, I'm just used to
we could possibly celebrate with you or for you.
I love the 4th of July.
Oh, okay.
4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day. Those are my 3 favorite holidays.
So those are when we should give you presents.
But I mean,
these are the holidays TJ will celebrate.
4th of July is my favorite holiday. That's the one I look forward to. That's the one I love the most. It's like
I have a lot of good memories on the 4th of July.
I try to get people to just like that. Riley's down here during the 4th too, so it's like unless I'm doing a show, I don't really want to do anything else other than hang out with my kid on the 4th.
That's really sweet. I remember fondly as a child, like going to like the displays before like fireworks really go in Georgia. I lived down in Valdosta at the time, and our mom would take us to the football stadium at the high school, and they'd off there, and they had radio stations like launching T-shirts, and they'd be handing out like glasses that like make the fireworks pop, and they looked like they were falling on you. It was really fun, except for trying to leave. The traffic wasn't fun.
And see, that's just I absolutely loathe the traffic. But from where I live, we could see we could climb up on top of the coach here, and we could see a lot of the fireworks displays all the way around the area.
Is it kind of flat around where you are? Like, are you like?
Yes and no. I mean, we're in a valley.
Okay.
There's a lot of hills and mountains and stuff around me, but
same.
Like I said, from the roof of the coach, a lot of the closer ones we could see those. So I'm like, that might be what we do is I'll pull a couple of lawn chairs up there, and then I'll have Riley climb up there with me, and we'll sit up
just in case it's like Walking Dead situation. You like
we'll sit up on the coach and we'll watch the fireworks from up there this year.
I'm gonna watch your shoulder. Sorry.
Because as I'm restoring the coach, I'm actually planning on installing a deck up there.
Okay.
And one that's not going to come flying off of the coach while I'm driving it, but I want to have like an observation deck up there where I could just go up there and sit down and relax.
I think they have that, don't they? Like, I've seen that done. I want to say, what's it? Making a sex room, or how to make a sex room? It was something I watched on Netflix. Something
there's a way to do it. There's a girl that I've been following on Facebook that she went to school, got her degree in accounting, and it was miserable. So she bought this van and turned the van into like a version of a tiny house.
Yeah.
And all she's doing is creating content from the van and just out there living her life. And I mean, it's interesting seeing what she's doing with it.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of people do that too, like van life or bus life.
Yeah, basically it's van life.
Like Gabby Petito was that. She was doing that shit.
But she's also got on the roof of the van, she has a deck.
Nice.
That she can go and sit and hang out on and everything else. And I'm like, I would love to do that on this coach. I've just got to figure out how,
I'm like trying to think like if you'd have to like replace the whole roof, or if you just lay something on top of it and secure it somehow.
I believe I've got to there's some rails I've got to purchase to go down the sides, and then I'll have to build it. Yeah, I'll have to build it up.
Yeah.
But I'll have to like cut around the air conditioners and the different vents and everything.
Yes.
But I believe there's a way to do it, and I'm looking forward to it. Like when I get that done, because I'll hang out up there.
Yeah.
Like if I'm at the campground and I just don't want to deal with people, I'll be like, go up to the roof,
Yeah. Yeah, nature is one of those things. Nature, music, and gratitude are the things that help your mind kind of go into a higher level of thinking and be calm and like, but be creative.
What about the hunka chunka?
So hunka chunka.
Sex.
Oh,
That's supposed to help your creativity too?
Oh, I don't know. It's worth a shot though.
Yeah, well, you've kind of got to have a partner to get to have the shot.
Do you? So.
Well, maybe with women there's more creativity. With guys, it's like left hand, right hand, and pull. That's about it. You haven't got many
I'd
options.
totally sit on my hand, and I mean, you could just let me touch your dick because I have neuropathy. I wouldn't feel anything.
You're there. I'm here.
Sorry. I just was thinking about this. Like, if I was a guy trying to jerk myself off, would I feel it anyways because I have neuropathy? So if I can't feel my hand, would it be a stranger? Would everybody be a stranger?
Everybody would be a stranger because you're like, because with the neuropathy, then that would mean that your dong would, if you were a guy, your dong would feel it, but your hand would not.
Yeah. Oh, nice. What if some person out there got neuropathy?
How did we end up here?
Neuropathy of the dick. Is that a thing? Has anybody ever suffered from neuropathy of the penile area?
There's only one person I can think of that might. Steve, the neuropathy of your Vienna sausage.
No.
Have you ever suffered that?
Maybe that's why he has the issues he has. Maybe he has a neuropathic dick. Neuropathic dick.
Neuropathic.
Something, I don't know.
I almost wonder if I should send Steve a link and include him in this conversation at this point.
Yeah, he might be. He might. We need to know about the
he says definitely he has suffered neuropathy of the penis.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? You learn something new every day. So is it like the hand? Was it different? Like, was it weird? That's that. Now I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how would that work if you had neuropathy of the penis rather than of the hands? That'd be.
You wouldn't feel anything. Like, you just basically be a, what do you call it?
A stump.
Yeah. What's it called? Eunuch?
Yeah, a eunuch.
Yeah.
Where they chop it off.
Yeah, or can't they castrate the balls or something so that you're
they cut everything off.
Oh, is it everything?
Yeah, that's the eunuch that was actually an honored position in some areas of Asia as someone that was sworn to guard.
Mm-hmm.
Steve says his left nut is numb.
He says nuts. His left nuts. Do you have two nuts on the left side, Steven Stanton?
There should only be one.
Exactly. Or did both of your nuts go down the wrong tube or whatever?
And then he says his penis is tingling at times.
Okay.
Nut. Okay, he meant one.
Okay.
Okay.
I was going to say. Announcing that he just nut.
I don't think it means that he just nutted.
No. Christina can go clean that up.
He's got Alondra.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He can soak.
And Milk Dud.
You tell Alondra if she spits, she quits.
I mean, he ain't. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to bring this up. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
What are we not? What are we trying to not think about?
I just got to thinking. The thought popped into my head, like if Steve ejaculated,
yeah,
and then it hit the floor.
Yeah.
And Milk Dud was close.
Oh, no.
Would Steve prevent Milk Dud from trying to lick it up?
No. He would just be like, Milk Dud, go on, get that licked up. I don't want Christina yelling at me. Go on, Milk Dud, go on,
God.
do your job.
So that just, it was one of the things like, no, he wouldn't. He'd shoo the cat away. I'm sure he would shoo away the cat.
No. Absolutely not.
No?
I don't think so. I think you're giving him too much credit there.
No, I really, he's got to
think about it. Too that he cares about it.
He's got to be enough of a humanitarian that he would shoo away the cat.
I don't know. I think it depends on his mood, how much weed he's had that day too. It just depends on that. Because like if he's in a grumpy mood, and you know how he gets sometimes, like when he's like he's on like one of the meltdowns, as you will.
Yeah.
Love you, Steve, but one of your meltdowns. I've had meltdowns. It's okay. We all have them. I went to the loony bin for it for a bit, so it's all great. We all know you have meltdowns. But let's say he's having the meltdown, and Milk Dud is here, and he accidentally splooged on the floor. He'd probably blame Milk Dud for missing the napkin, and then take her and throw it at the stand and say, "You clean it up."
I don't
And
want
then
to.
he goes into his messenger and deletes TJ and blocks them.
Oh my God!
This National Unfriend Day.
Oh God! Oh no! Dude!
She wants to clean him up after he finishes.
Oh. And Lori hit it right on the head before anything was said. Dude, I suddenly think less of you. I can't help it. That is disturbing. Oh.
Imagine if Steve had a dog.
Oh, no.
He would take his little food stamps. If he had food stamps, he would go down to the wherever mart it is that is down there, Walmart, whatever, and he would get in a giant tub of peanut butter.
I knew you were going to go there.
A giant tub of peanut butter. And we all know what Steve would do with the peanut butter.
I was hoping you would not go there.
Sugar. It might accidentally fall down, and he's going to be like sitting naked. He's like, "Oh no, doggy. I've accidentally dropped some peanut butter on my dick. Whatever shall I do?"
Here's Steve's luck. He would drop the peanut butter down there.
Mm-hmm.
And the dog would be like a Rottweiler that's a biter.
I like this idea. Let's go more on that one.
And Steve would walk away from that being half the man he used to be.
Half the man I used to be. Right. Sorry, I think I've listened to that song recently.
I haven't. I need to turn on my I need to flip on some 90s grunge just for some fun, like.
Mm-hmm.
And Alice in Chains is a band I really liked back then. I mean, I was like, man, I really liked AIC.
He uses a poop knife and peanut butter.
Oh God.
The poop knife, like the knife.
I'm sorry.
Poop from his butt, like since his butt doesn't have a poop snapper or something, or what did he say his butt doesn't have?
He says that the poop knife extends his butthole to release the O-ring, so to speak.
Right.
And drop the kids off at the pool. When I heard this whole thing, and I remember hearing about it the first time. When I heard it, I'm like, poop knife?
Poop knife.
The fuck is a poop knife? And I was dumb enough to ask. And
you always know, against better judgment, I'm going to go on this lemon.
And Steve says right there, it breaks the seal. Now, lo and behold, let's get even worse with this, okay? I ask, and I proceed to be informed that it is a metal knife out of the silverware drawer that he utilizes, like a butter knife.
Okay. He's just designated it his poop knife.
Not exactly.
He uses whichever one and then uses it as silverware.
He grabs one, uses it as the poop knife, and then it gets washed and put back in the silverware drawer. And I was like, right there, I draw the line. I will never, ever eat anything at Steve's house. That drew the line. Like, no.
But Chef Boyardee.
But they actually have like on eBay and stuff an actual knife that they call a poop knife. It's available for purchase. Now he did buy one of those. That's what he uses to put on his peanut butter. Steve, it don't matter. He said that he does wash everything with antibacterial soap. It don't matter.
I've still been touching your shit.
Dude. Okay, Steve, let me break this down for you. You're my friend. I'm going to break this down for you. I hope that you kind of see where I'm coming from here. You use the butter knife to remove your own fecal matter. Then you scrub it off with your antibacterial soap in a roundabout way. When it's done, you're eating your own shit. It's kind of a really crappy version of recycling.
Oh, it's so crappy.
It's the best word I can think of, but it fits.
Yeah. What's a crappy way of recycling?
It's just really crappy version of recycling.
It helps your immune system. What are you getting immune to? Yourself? You're probably the dirtiest thing out there, so you're right.
Well, I mean, it's antibacterial poop knife going in his butt, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe that sterilizes his butthole a little bit and makes his poop cleaner. Maybe it is a good thing.
That's what I'm not going there. I'm not getting dragged down this rabbit hole. I'm not going there.
I'm good for the rabbit hole. I'm like, but what if? And then.
No, I saw this rabbit hole there, Alice in Wonderland. I'm not going down it. I'm not chasing the rabbit. I don't care if he's late for a very important date. He can get to his date. I'm not doing this. Not going there.
Happy on birthday to you.
No, I liked the newer version with Johnny Depp when they did the live action version.
Yeah, who was the girl in it?
I don't remember who the girl was, but my God, it was a lot darker.
Mm-hmm.
But what a damn movie.
Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of that game. I played a game back when I was like 13. It was like a horror Alice game. You ran around as like Alice and you have like a knife or something.
Oh, really?
I forget what the whole plot of it was, but like it was. I don't know if they actually called it Alice.
It wasn't called Alice with the Poop Knife, was it?
No.
Okay.
Alice and the Poop Knife. I think it might have just been called Alice. So.
But yeah, when they did the live action version, and now I want to know. Damn, now I got to go back and look it up.
Yeah. A bunch of my friends at work actually dressed as the characters from that movie for Halloween that year. I was Wonder Woman, and Demira was the Queen of Hearts. One of them was like the Hatter.
Alice was played by Mia Wasikowska.
Okay.
Helena Bonham was the Red Queen.
Okay. Carter. I think
Yep.
that's who I was thinking of. Like the woman that I knew in there.
Anne Hathaway was the White Queen.
Her and Johnny Depp go together a lot.
Yeah. Of course, Johnny Depp was probably the perfect choice for the Mad Hatter. I loved him doing that. Colts beat the Jets 28-27. Thank you for the update, Steve. Alan Rickman was Absalom.
Oh, R.I.P.
Crispin Glover was Knave of Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
You might remember Crispin Glover in one of his most famous roles. He played George McFly in the original Back to the Future.
What year did they go back to? Was it 1985 or?
It was 1985, and they traveled back to 1955.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Of course, Eleanor Tomlinson was Fiona, whatever her name was. Leo Bill was Hamish. Jim Carter, the Executioner. Matt Lucas was Tweedledum. Lindsay Duncan was Helen Kingsley. And Stephen Fry was the Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat.
Like I said, I like the way they put that movie together when they did it, because it was a lot darker. You know, you still had a lot of the elements that were there for the kid.
Mm-hmm.
But it really was not a version for the kids. I mean, it was more of a version for your adults. And when I dug into watching that movie, I'm like, damn. They really put it together just amazingly. I was very happy with that.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that. And then didn't they have a series too that was more serious, and it was like Once Upon a Time or something, but they did like different seasons for different fairy tales or something.
Yeah, I believe
House Wonderland. But I can't remember.
Once Upon a Time wasn't Once Upon a Time was a series.
And I wonder if that's what I'm talking about, but I don't specifically remember. I just remember.
I want to say
10 years ago.
I want to say that the same girl that played Dr. Cameron in House. I want to say she was in that Once Upon a Time.
She's in that movie with Kevin Bacon and the girl's buried in the wall. Stir of Echoes. She was the dead girl in Stir of Echoes.
I have to resonate with Steve on that one. She was absolutely hot, and is still. Jennifer.
Something. I don't remember exactly her name. Google.
Let me see. She is played Jennifer Morrison.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes. And oh my God. Yeah, she is. She is. But more than just being hot, she is a phenomenal actress.
Yeah, she does really well.
She can get the emotion out of you like that. I mean, absolutely fantastic. But when they did House, when they created that show, and that show is still one of my favorite TV shows.
I like it too.
They had the absolute best people you could think of around that whole show.
Mm-hmm.
And at the very head of it being Hugh Laurie, which you listen to him as House and you don't realize it until his first interview. And then you're like, the fucker's British. And it just bowls you over because you didn't think of that. You didn't think he was British. He pulled it off so well.
Yeah. Didn't he do like Hamlet or something? Or am I thinking of a different dude? I think I'm thinking of a different dude with the blonde hair.
I think you're thinking of the guy who played Chase.
Brannig.
You might be thinking of the guy that played Chase.
Something Brannick. Alec Brannick? No. I have to look this up or it's going to bother me.
Well, I know Mel Gibson did Hamlet.
Kenneth Branagh, yeah.
Okay.
And he's got like. Oh wait, is that him or not?
Steve, what's the update on the Bears? I'm afraid to look. But yeah, another one that it threw you off. You didn't realize it, but was Charlie Hunnam and Sons of Anarchy, because playing Jax Teller, you thought he was a California kid.
Right.
And then when you hear the interviews, well, you're British?
Yeah.
Steve says, hold on.
Yeah,
I don't have anything to hold on to. I knew you were going to do that.
It's like, I do. Oh, my controller fell off.
But yeah, just that was two shows that there was a couple of years that they ran concurrent, but there was only a couple of years that they ran concurrent, because House ended in 2012, and holy crap.
Are you putting something together?
No, it was right. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I was obsessed with the TV show. I mean, I loved House.
Yeah.
It was my favorite TV show, And I had watched every episode, but the weekend that Riley was born, that Sunday, was the final episode of House.
Aww, that's cute.
And my ex-wife and I watched it laying next to each other in her hospital room.
Nice.
But that was it. But yeah, I was watching that and Sons of Anarchy at the same time. Now, Sons of Anarchy was at that time just starting to spool. It was just starting to get really crazy. Because I think at that point, Miami over the Raiders.
Lame. Do you know what's funny though? My dad is a Raiders fan and his brother's a Miami Dolphins fan, and he hates his brother, so his brother technically beat my dad.
That's one way of looking at it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh God, I'm gonna look now. I know I'm gonna regret this. I know I'm gonna regret this.
Regret looking? Don't regret looking. You can look, just don't touch.
Right? Damn it!
Oh, what is it? Did someone send you a butthole picture?
I knew it. God, I knew it. I fucking knew it. The Bears were gonna choke right at the end, 20-19.
I knew that.
Fucking knew it.
Sorry, I could have guessed that. I would have been surprised if the Bears won.
I like I said, I was hoping, but I knew they were gonna fuck it up.
Not holding your breath.
Like how they had a 5-point lead at 10 minutes left of the game. I was like, they're gonna fuck it up.
And guess what they did?
God damn.
That's what she said. What?
Well, I've got prayers. Hopefully Houston will make my day tomorrow and decimate the evil Cowboys.
I don't know. Cowboys are pretty cool.
Yeah, the Cowboys are the best one and done team in the NFL. I'll say that.
We have the Cowgirls, Dallas Cowgirls. Is that what they call them?
Oh, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders?
Yeah. Aren't they called like the Dallas Cowgirls?
They've always been called the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders for as long as I can remember.
I don't know why I thought that.
But Why were they there? That might be what they're after, Steve. You're right. Damn, I didn't even think of that. Steve says that they might be trying to set themselves up to get number 1 in the draft again.
I guess there's a point in your football time frame where you have time to decide that, right?
Right.
So it's like November. They got till what? February?
Right about. That's usually when the Super Bowl is February.
Yeah, maybe sometimes a little bit before.
Well, like I used to be a big, way back when I was a huge race fan. So February was a big deal for me back then because it was like, all right, I've got Daytona. Then I've got the Super Bowl, the Royal Rumble for WWE. I mean, all of that stuff usually happens right around February. And now, I mean, they've just decimated racing the way I remember it. And I'm like, I can't bring myself a good conscience to watch it.
Right. They have all these like fancy things to keep people from dying. And
well, it's not even so much that. It's more this, oh, well, they're going to take a break on this series and we'll find out who won it after this commercial break. I'm like, that ain't a race.
Right.
I used to turn on NASCAR for 400 to 500 miles of go.
Was it on TNT or something or
TNN?
TNN, that's the one. Yep.
The
My
Nashville
grandpa used to
Network
watch
back
it,
then.
so I used to go over to his house on Sunday sometimes to help clean. When my mom did, he would always be sitting in his lazy boy with his hard candies and his dollars that he would give us because we're his grandkids. You know how they are.
Yeah.
And he'd be watching racing and he'd fall asleep watching it. But if you tried to change it, he would wake up and be like, "Who changed the channel?"
We didn't do nothing.
It wasn't us.
Yeah, and that was just the amazing.
Nickelodeon. It wasn't us.
And that was the amazing part of it is he woke up when he heard the race turn off. Yep. But no, I mean, I was, but I think the downhill spiral started when Dale Sr. passed.
That was very momentous. What's the word? Word is that the word I was looking for? I don't think that's the word.
Steve says it right there. Right there. NASCAR sucks anymore. I gotta agree. I never thought I'd say that either. But
I don't hear as many people getting excited about it like they used to.
Tommy says that in February he'll be up to his butthole in snow because he's in Montana. Hunting season will be over and he'll be looking forward to the spring snow breakup.
I think he means breaking up with someone in spring. Or like the spring training, maybe? Like for Rays. Do you like the Rays baseball?
I enjoy baseball. I'm not watching it on MLB The Show by any means. I'm enjoying, I'll sit down and I'll watch a baseball game. Believe it or not, one I will sit down and watch now that I never could have watched when I was younger was golf. I will sit down and I will watch a golf tournament.
Aren't you good at golf, though?
Yeah, I'm not that good at golf, but I love to play the game.
Oh, yeah, no, not divorced.
Not divorced.
I'm sorry. I was just going with whatever. My bad.
But yeah, no, I'll sit down and I'll watch it for like what they're doing for their strategy and what they're, how it's going. And I'll sit down. I'll watch golf. And I get it. I understand it now that I've started playing a game. So now I can sit there and I can watch it. Now I could not sit there and watch bowling.
No,
I could sit there and I can watch World Series poker. I mean, I understand the strategy in poker because I'm an avid poker player. Not that kind of poker.
I don't play that much poker. Look at my, what do you call it? I don't have it. I don't have a poker face. I mean, I got I got a different kind of poker face. Maybe like I don't know. Like I
That's
don't
more
know.
like an old face.
Like if you're poking her in the side of the cheek, like you know what I'm talking about.
I'm getting it. Yes.
Pepsi.
But I
Not
like
true.
my. I enjoy a good Hold'em game. I'll sit down and I'll play Texas Hold'em and
Beyonce with Bebe.
I think Beyonce would probably throw me out
Why?
because I like to work too much.
Oh.
I mean, let's face it. I got to thinking about this the other day. And let's face it, I have yet, like, there's not a party going on, Roy. We're dealing with a lot of loss down here right now, but thanks for asking. The cars are ugly. We have indoor rodeo and axe throwing for getting out.
Axe throwing?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen axe throwing.
I just haven't done it. I think I read
Steve says Pittsburgh 18, Ravens 16 with 1 minute to play. Pittsburgh ball. So they're going to go ahead and win that.
Or cry.
No, but what I was getting at is like I've noticed like over the last few years, there are not many women secure enough in who they are to handle a workaholic, somebody who works all the time, or somebody who's an over-the-road driver, or somebody in that kind of a career field where they have to be very dedicated to their job.
Yeah, I get that on both sides. I get it. Like,
okay, so explain that. You get it from both sides.
Well, it's kind of like I remember when my dad was in the military, and he would have to go away for months at a time, a year at a time. Usually it was around 3 months, but occasionally it was longer. And so my mom would just be left alone with like 5 kids.
Right.
Like, and like, so I kind of like the things that happened in my past, I kind of see how they progressed and like sort of all the different ways. And but then also like my husband works at the grocery store. When we first moved up here, he was working like 70 or 80 hours with like an hour commute. And I was home alone with 2 babies in the apartment with barely any light because of just the way it was positioned. And I was pretty much just alone in this apartment with no friends because I didn't have any friends up here yet.
Right.
And so I felt very lonely. You can get very lonely. And then after a while, you try not to be lonely anymore.
Well, and
like, not always, but you know what I mean?
And Tommy says he does his best axe tossing in the shower.
the body wash axe?
I'm guessing that's got to be it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to figure out for sure. But no, like all the, let's face it, I've had some potentials for really good relationships. I mean, they've been there. The potential has been there. But the long and the short of it is what always comes up. What do I always have to do? I always got to go back to work. And when it's time for me to go back to work, my work week, okay, yeah, I'm driving where I'm home every day now. But my work week is still very, very, very tight on time. Like, we've only got a couple more minutes and I'm going to have to wrap the show up so I can go to work.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to pick up something on the way to work so I have something to eat. Because I've had like 3 hot wings and I went to bed.
Eat something.
But my job is literally, I drive my ass off. I go to work and I work. And when I get home, it's eat something, go to bed, maybe have a drink or 2. But that's it, and
Yeah.
like even my grandpa before, well, I mean, obviously before Monday,
Sorry. I'm
yeah,
horrible. I left at my mom's funeral, so I apologize.
but my grandpa, I'm still getting used to this,
Mhm.
would say and was saying that, he wished I was around more because he wanted to have a little more time. And I'm like, well, my
Mhm.
career does not give that.
Mhm.
And he was always encouraging me to try to find something else to get into. And I said, at this stage in the game, I can't do it. I've worked real hard at my career, and I'm pretty damn good at what I do.
Yeah, you take pride in it. I can tell from the years that I've known you, and like
Yeah.
even when you said you were retiring, I was like, nah, he's gonna be driving that truck again. He's gonna be driving that truck again. That's what I was saying in the back of
I
my
said
head.
I was going to, I was trying to stay in like semi-retirement. I didn't want to get back into
Mhm.
full time.
Yeah.
And I'm still looking forward to when I can finally back off to that point.
Right.
But I think about the next 4 or 5 years,
Yeah. Got a menu.
Panda Express before Taco Bell, land : will fell well. Okay.
Well.
Oh, will feel well.
Yes, Taco Bell always
Panda
makes
Express
people
before
fill up.
Taco Bell and : will feel well. Okay, now I got it.
Mhm.
You can tell how tired I am. Look,
You lube up your
yesterday
colon
was
with
my
Panda Express.
yesterday was my first day back to work since
Mm.
Grandpa passed. Um,
That's like the hardest day. I feel
yeah,
like one of the hardest
and of
days.
course, my job made it even harder because I had to go in at 6 in the evening, 5:30 in the evening, get my truck ready to go,
Mhm.
and then I get to Houston, and it should be just a quick in, drop, rehook, refuel, get out, get home.
Right.
They held me there until 3:30 this morning.
How are they doing?
I got there at 9:30 last night. They were just screwing around. They're like, well, you can wait. And I said, I've been here since 9:30.
Yeah, like it's like I'm not sitting here trying to wait all night on you. Do you get paid by the hour or is it per mile type thing?
No, it's per load.
Per load, yeah. So they're just messing. They're fucking with your time. They're fucking with your money.
Yeah,
You know what I
they're
mean? Like,
pissing with my money, and they just basically made me work
mhm.
for minimum wage yesterday.
Mm. I'd
And
be so mad. Like, you don't even know.
I'm going to be calling my boss on the way to work and saying, hey, they pull this shit again. I don't care if I have authorization. I'm coming home.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was bullshit.
Yeah, like 6 hours for what? For why?
I know they had stuff that I could have hauled out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to do it again.
Mm-mm. You could have been at home waiting on that load, you know? Even if they, you know?
Well, Tommy, when I go into Houston, I'm not really getting past the 99 interchange. So I'm not really into deep down into Houston. I'm just I'm on the very outer loop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6 hours
They
of
have
waiting.
like
I mean, I stretched out. I took a nap. Yeah, it is a lot better running it at night. But I've ran it during the day, and during the day is not that bad.
doesn't it get hot?
It's not bad during the day. The one that's congested during the day is Dallas. Dallas is a friggin' nightmare.
Mm-mm.
If there's
Where's
any
San
chance,
Antonio? Where's San Antonio compared to like Dallas and Houston?
San Antonio is actually closer to me than Dallas or Houston.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm right at about 90 miles away from San Antonio.
That's not bad at all. 90 miles. No.
I've spent quite a bit of time.
Back.
I've spent quite a bit of time in San Antonio. But with that being said, we've got to go ahead and get here. So, Irene, what are your final thoughts for tonight?
my final thoughts are, my feelings go out to you and to everyone who knows Kenny and your grandfather. Being that they were friends with you and knew you, they know how amazing you are. And then I know, by knowing you, that they were amazing too, because you held them so dear in your heart. So my heart is going out to you, my love, and to anybody out there who is dealing with loss or grief. Like, it fucking sucks, and it's okay to say that. It's okay. It's okay to cry. Just lean on your friends, though. Let them be there for you.
It's,
Don't be like me.
I got to be honest, it's going to be a little bit, I'm still just trying to help my uncle more than anything else and try to get both of us through a lot of this.
Yeah.
And I'll admit it to anybody that is willing to hear it. Things are tough right now. For you guys that didn't know, like Tommy, my grandpa passed Monday night about 8:15. He was 4 hours short of his 92nd birthday. And then a very, very good friend of ours, Friday morning, about 6:30 in the morning, we lost him. So this past week has not been easy. I mean, it's not been easy, even to the point, and it's not an insult to what Steve and Ray and all those guys are doing. It's just been, I haven't been able to really, I sit there and I'm trying to force the joy and what I had watching it and enjoying it. And I wasn't getting it. Mm-hmm. And I had to log out.
Yeah.
And I couldn't listen. And it hurt because I'm like, I'm disappointing my friends by not listening to their show.
You're not disappointing them. It's gonna be like that.
Just trying to deal with this.
Everybody grieves in their own way, on their own timeline, and there is no when or how, and you gotta do it your way, TJ.
Yeah, and I mean, I've gotten updates on Marvin, which I did not get into tonight, but they're not good. And then with what's going on with my dad, and that update was not good as well. So it's like, that's what I needed. I didn't want all this to come crashing down at Christmas, at Thanksgiving and Christmas, because these two holidays are already tough enough, and it really kind of crashed down. It made it a lot worse. So for all you guys out there, grab your loved ones, tell them you love them, make sure that they know it, because the fact is, you never know when that last day is going to be. When it's going to be there when it's going to be your last day or theirs. And make sure they know that you love all of them as much as you can, because the day will come where you're not going to get the chance.
Yeah.
So
I love you, TJ. I love you, TJ.
I love you too. So with that being said, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I hope we had at least a couple of highlight moments tonight. We kind of just rambled and talked, and that's more of what I needed more than anything else.
Peanut butter balls?
Huh?
Peanut butter balls?
I'm not putting butter on my balls, no.
Okay.
So again, thank you again for everybody for tuning in. We hope you had a good time tonight. I will see you all Thursday night. We are going to be doing a road show, so I'm going to be out on the road when we do the Thursday night show. We'll kick that off at about 9 p.m. And in the meantime, everybody take care. God bless. And we will see you on Thursday night. Good night, everybody.
Nixon.